Rooster up! I'm out here in my backyard working today. It's beautiful November 15th, no, 14th. November 14th. I'm in short sleeve shirt here, sweating my butt off. Beautiful blue skies. Look at that blue sky up there. Oh my God, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know some of y'all's in snow up to your ass, real deep. Sorry about your luck, that's all I can say. But today's episode, I'm going to talk about fart sniffers. What is a fart sniffer? What does fart sniffers do? And why they think they are right. Well, I working on my little red truck that I bought a few months back, and I'm going to give you a prime example of a fart sniffer. Oh, shoot. How do I get that damn thing turned around there? I'm all covered in dust and everything else, so let me see. That just ain't friggin' working. Why ain't that shit working? What the hell? This motherfucker. Anyway, son of a bitch, I can't get my camera to turn around. So, I'm gonna have to do this all facing me. That's I was trying to get my camera to spin around, but that son of a bitch just ain't spinning to save my ass, is it? No, it ain't. Good Lord sakes alive. And I'm out here filming today by myself, so y'all excuse the imperfections in the video. Another thing is we're gonna stop counting the videos as of right now. We're done counting them, so that's it. Done. It's just going to be Rooster Up. Next video, this one here is going to be titled Fart Sniffer. Alright, back to my subject here is fart sniffer. Alright, fart sniffers generally want things done easy. They want things done given to them. They don't want to work for an end product that could be good for them or anybody else. So I hope y'all can see this because I can't get my damn camera to spin around for me. Like I said, I'm working on this little red truck that I bought a few months back. It's a little Ford F-150. I think it's a 96, 97 model. Got it running pretty good, and I've started doing a little body work to it. Up here on the top, it had some cracks. It has some cracks right here on the drain line right here, and so I started chipping at it. Well, I started sanding. They must have used about 2 gallons of Bondo, because I've been sanding and sanding and sanding with 40 grit sandpaper, trying to cut this mess out of here. Instead of just taking and doing a little tack weld and then popping this back out to make it look good, the fart sniffer said, "Oh, we'll just put Bondo over it right here, and that'll fix it." And well, it didn't fix it, because now look at all the rust, because Bondo cracks and water gets under the Bondo, and that's what you're ended up with, your pits and nasty crap like that. So instead of taking just a minute and just a little tack weld, and then with a slap hammer, it'll slap it up and bring all these dents out, which I've got all these tools in my shop. So whoever did this did not have the proper tools or know-how on how to bring these dents out of the top of this truck. And my guesstimation is some big old fat cow probably got up here on the back of the bed and set her fat ass right here, and it bent this whole roof. Now, a couple of my friends on here that I talk to, they're country folk, and I know they know country things. And the first thing you should know, if you weigh more than about 70, 80 pounds, don't get on the roof of a damn truck, because you will bend that shit in, and this is what you end up with: 2 gallons of Bondo covering the damn top of the truck, because some fart sniffer wants to do it the easy way instead of taking just a minute and doing it the right way. So that's my dilemma of today. A fart sniffer is someone that wants everything given to them. Now, in my last video, I was like, Joe Biden voters, they're all fart sniffers. And that's what I was meaning by that. They're fart sniffers. They want everything given to them. Health insurance, this, that, and the other. And I'm going to tell you straight up, my daughter is a fart sniffer. But she's slowly coming around because she's got herself a damn good job now and it's paying really good. And she's learning that the corporate world is not a bad place to be because she's got some good insurance. She had a little thing going on with her teeth this morning, so she went up and got her some antibiotics, and she's getting that taken care of. And she'll go to the dentist this next week and, get that shit fixed. But she's learning it's not always about what is free. What can I get for free? It's about let's work a little bit. Let's do a job. Let's do a job good. And we will get rewarded for said job done the right way. And that's what she's learning. So I'm hoping that she comes out of this communist state of mind that she's in because, it's, well, not really communist, but it's socialist. She really wanted everything to be socialist. She wanted free insurance and free health care and free this and free that. You know what? We live in America over here. And I know, quite a few of you folks don't live in America. You guys live over there in Scotland and England and so on and so forth. And, God bless you. Y'all been doing your thing for a couple of 100 years now. So, you're used to your system. You're used to giving up more than half your money to the queen there so you can get free health care and free insurance and all that stuff for you. But that's great, but that's not our system. That's not how we were raised. All these Joe Biden voters, let me tell you something about that. Yeah, he is our president-elect right now. Trump is trying to fight him. There's no outgoing president that's ever won filing lawsuits or anything else. So Trump is pretty much out. That's all we can say about that. We had a good 4 years. We had a good run. I'm just proud to say that I work in a recession-proof industry to where I don't have to worry about my job. I'm still going to work. Because Biden, the first thing he said he was going to do was shut this country back down, and he's going to do it. By the end of January, we're going to be locked down tight. He said, "Well, at first, I'm going to come up with a serum for this virus that's out here." Well, Biden, let me tell you, you ain't that smart. You really ain't. What you need to be worried about is Kamulu pushing you off the edge of a cliff somewhere and saying, "Oh, well, it was an accident." Or you pushing you down the stairs of Air Force One and, "Oh, well, he tripped." You better hope that there is some damn cameras on you when she pushes your old ass down them damn stairs. That's what I'm hoping. That way that bitch go to prison and we ain't got to put up with her for the rest of the term. But, the biggest saving grace we got is we still have a Republican-run House of Representative and such as that. So, basically for the next 4 years, they ain't shit gonna get done. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing because the Republicans in the House is not gonna go for his bullshit on, well, we need to open this up and we need to do that and we need to do other. You countries over there that I mentioned earlier, y'all gonna get some restrictions lifted off of you. There's gonna be some easier trade agreements for you. So y'all can stop whining and bitching about that. But I've actually lost friends on Facebook because they just thought Trump was a devil and he was just doing all kinds of evil. Well, no, he wasn't. He was looking out for the U.S. citizen, and he done a lot of good for the U.S. citizen. And I really appreciate that because I tell you, I made more money in the last few years than I've ever made in my life under Trump's, let's call it a regime, because everybody else called it a regime. I'll call it a regime. Well, under his regime, I've made a hell of a lot of money. And I tell you why, because he tightened up foreign trade. He said, "You bastards want stuff from us? Well, we want stuff from you. You gonna give us cash? We'll give you product, or we'll give you cash and give us product." It wasn't this thing like Mr. Obama. There was a whole pallet of money sitting at an Air Force base. That pallet, it was $100 bills stacked up 4 foot by 48, 4 foot high, 48 wide by 36 long. So y'all can do the math on that, figure out how many hundreds of dollars that was. It was probably several $1,000,000. Anyways, he caught wind of that money on that pallet, and he said, "Send that money to Iraq." Guess what Iraq had the next day? They had fancy ass weapons from Russia. That's right, fancy ass weapons from Russia. That was weapons that they were killing our soldiers with, that Mr. Obama allocated for the resistance over there in Iraq. Now, my feelings on the Iraq thing, if we would just let our men and women do their jobs, that wouldn't have lasted near as long. But we have not had a president besides Trump with balls to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, do your job." Trump was a president that said, "Ladies and gentlemen, do your job." They raised mortal hell because, this last little deal before the virus kicked in. Trump pulled all the troops. He supposedly pulled all the troops out of these little towns over there, and he left a few key people in place. Yeah, he left them in place. And as soon as the bad guy military started moving in, he said, "Take them out. Take them out, guys. Get rid of them." So when they rolled into them little towns, pow, pow, pow. Head bad guys, dead. We ain't heard a lot about Al Qaeda, and we ain't heard a lot about them other people over there, raising a lot of hell, have we? No, because they know Trump's a crazy motherfucker. He'd just go ahead and just take your ass right on out the system there and, kick you to the side. You ain't that important to him because you stopping business, buddy. And guess what? If you are not in a state of mind of business, I feel sorry for you, because everything I do is either profit or loss. I don't care if I work a damn job where I'm paying taxes, or if I work a job like I'm doing right now to where I have a lot of loss and I don't have to pay taxes. Like I said in one of my previous videos, Mr. Trump takes a lot of loss on his businesses, and that's why he don't pay a lot of taxes. He will never pay a lot of taxes because the man is smart. And, it took me a long time to get smart about business, but I'm right there with him now. I got a lot of losses in my business. So as far as paying taxes, screw you. Biden, you ain't getting shit out of me. Joe Mama, you ain't getting shit out of me. Whatever the fuck your name is. Herschel, Hairless, whatever. Biden killer, there you go. We'll just call her Biden killer. That's what it's going to be. I tell you, I don't think Biden's going to make it by 8 months, if that long. If he makes it that long without catching that damn virus and dying, we going to be, he'll be a pretty lucky dude right there. So, and yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you, I got me a nice cold beer right there. So I'm trying not to do too much product placement because, nobody pays me to do this shit. I'm just out here doing it on my own because I like what I do. So, and I'm doing these videos for my grandbabies because one day I'm going to be dead and gone, and my grandbabies, I wished I'd have had some video of my grandpas. I really do. That would have been nice, to see what my grandpas was like, what they like to do, and, just to hear their voices. But they passed away long before video and such as that. Well, they was video. It was an 8mm and shit like that, but they wasn't rich enough to have all that shit going on. So I'm just capturing all this stuff here for my granddaughters, and I invite you folks to like, subscribe, and comment down below there. There's a little comment thing. You can leave a comment. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give me a thumbs down. Tell me what I could do different in the comment section on this thing here. If you want something different, I take requests on videos. friend of mine, she requested a video, and I was right out here in my backyard, and I did that request on a video, and I think it turned out pretty good. So it was a lot of people looked at it, and a lot of people said, thumbs up, good job. So, but anyways, the biggest thing we got to do is we got to be patient because the tyranny is only going to be for 4 years. After this 4 years, people's going to wake up. They're going to realize what they've done, and it's going to be changed really, really quick. So after this 4 years of tyranny, we will be back into a Republican type presidency. Hell, maybe we'll get Donald Trump back. He might just come on up there and run again, because you allowed 2 terms, and he's only done 1 term. So we can hope for that, but maybe we'll get somebody a little better. Maybe we'll get somebody a little worse. There ain't no damn telling. We might get another damn do-nothing president like old Bush. Them Bush boys, they wasn't worth a frog's ass. Let me just say that. Them 2 Bush boys, they just played the game. They was there to invest and get their investments, and they got their money, and out they went. That's just like Obama, like I said it in the earlier video, I'll say it again. That son bitch, when he took office, he was just about broke. He was broke. He left office, he bought a friggin' mansion, multi-million-dollar mansion up around Chicago. Bought another mansion over there around D.C. Multi-million-dollar mansion. Keeps them bitches staffed year-round. Yeah. Keeps them staffed year-round. How do you get multi-millions of dollars on a job that only pays a couple $100,000 a year? Yeah, he was in for 8 years. I can see him making a couple of $1 million on that job. 8 years, you ain't got to pay for shit. You're banking $200,000-$300,000 a year. But you come out of office, and I know he ain't dead. That shit's paid for. It's done. It's paid for. But how do you do that? Answer me that question. How do you do that? Mr. Trump, he had all his shit when he walked into the office. He did not want to take a paycheck. He did not want to use Air Force One. He did not want to spend any of our money whatsoever to run this country. They forced him to do it. They forced him to take a paycheck. They forced him to use Air Force One. And he just kind of played ball because, well, that's just the name of the game. If you don't do it, you're screwed. So, but all these fart sniffers, they don't see that. All they can see is, it was tyranny. The nightmare's over. What kind of fucking nightmare is it? He created jobs. He brought jobs back. Well, I answered my own question right there, didn't I? Because most of these motherfuckers, they just want to sit around and eat steak on the state. They don't want to work. They want free welfare. They want free health care. They want everything free. Just gimme. So therefore, that answered my question, didn't it? Because Mr. Trump, he did a great job by creating jobs. Yes, sir, he did. Well, I'm going to end this right there because my beautiful wife is walking up over here. And so I'm going to end this video right here and bid y'all a fine afternoon, morning, whatever time y'all watching this. And, the nightmare's just beginning. Y'all hang on because there's more to come. So, rooster up, like, share, comment. Peace out.